following is a presentation of the Academy Athletics Network.
It's been an incredible 2 months for the SJA Redstickers as they're in the midst of a 17-game winning streak. Their goal tonight is to extend that streak to 18, but standing in their way are the Salle Cavaliers from uptown New Orleans who want to start a winning streak of their own. It's time for some sticker basketball on the Academy Athletics Network. Good evening, everyone, and welcome inside the Academy Student Center here at SJA on this cloudy Friday night. I'm Linley Denstel. It's been 63 days since the Redstickers have lost a game, back on November 21st. Since then, they've done nothing but win. One of the biggest reasons is because there's so many players who contribute to this team's success. For example, take a look at sophomore Bryn Chapaton. She's a guard standing 5'1", and she's started every game this season for the Stickers. Coach Tim Waller says she's a vocal leader and a great teammate, and he described her as the heart and soul of the defense. He even went so far as to say that the Redstickers defense starts with her. She's averaging 17 minutes with 2.5 steals and just more than 2 assists per game. So while she may not be a big scorer, she's a huge part of what makes this team click. We'll be talking to her a little later on tonight. The Redstickers are facing the Salle Cavaliers out of New Orleans tonight. The Cavs are sitting at 13-8 on the year, but have lost the last 3 games. Most recently, last night by 10 points to Edna Carr, 51-41. The Stickers, on the other hand, won a close game on the road against Springfield on Tuesday, 53-50, to improve the 17-2 and keep the winning streak alive. Can they make it 18 in a row? Let's look at the Stickers' path to victory in tonight's keys to the game. The biggest thing the Stickers need to do in this contest is win the rebound battle. Play close attention tonight to number 11 for Salle, Jaden Brown. She's a senior and she excels at getting those offensive rebounds. If the Stickers can't put her in check and limit those second, third, and sometimes even fourth chance shots from the Cavaliers, Coach Waller says they're in for a long night. Next, they need to win the race in space. That transition offense is such an integral part of Coach Waller's philosophy. Get down the court with the ball fast before the defenders and take advantage of easy scoring opportunities. Finally, SJA will need to protect the paint. If the Redstickers can force this Salle team to stay out of the lane, the Cavaliers will end up having to take some riskier shots, and ultimately that might help SJA control those offensive rebounds too. If the Stickers can execute on these plans tonight, look for them to have their 18th consecutive win. It should be another great game here at SJA tonight. Thanks for spending your Friday evening with us. In just a few moments, it'll be pregame and tip-off between the Salle Cavaliers and the SJA Redstickers, live here on the Academy Athletics Network.
right, good evening and welcome to tonight's varsity basketball matchup between the De La Salle Cavaliers and your SJA Redstickers. We hope you enjoy tonight's game. Please support both schools in the community by practicing good sportsmanship. Please stand for the prayer and remain standing for the singing of our national anthem. Our national anthem will be sung by senior Grace Burris, and our prayer will be read by sophomore Braylon Valenti.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Good and gracious God, let me play well but fairly. Let competition make me strong but never hostile. In this and in all things, guide me on a virtuous path. If I know victory, grant me happiness. If I am denied, keep me from envy. See me not when I am cheered, but when I bend to help my opponent up. Seal it in my heart that everyone who takes the court with me becomes my sister. Remind me that sports are just a game. Teach me something that will matter once the game is over. And if through this in basketball set an example, let it be a good one. Amen. St. Joseph, just pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the sky, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red hot, the bombs bursting in air, came through the night, and our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the brave and the home of the brave?
Now let's meet our starting lineups. First, your starters for the Lady Cavaliers. Number 0, a freshman, Jamari Brown. Number 2, a senior, Adria Fry. Number 3, a sophomore, Saya Chester. Number 4, a senior, Dante Lewis. Number 15, a junior, Kamaya Cole. The Cavaliers are coached by Michael Mosley Jr., Tiffany Johnson, and head coach Michael Mosley Sr. All right, and now for your 2025-2026 SJA Redstickers, first are reserves. Number 2, freshman, Evelyn Osborne. Number 3, sophomore, Madeline Campbell. Number 10, freshman, Emma Wilson. Number 11, sophomore, Adeline Hardy. Number 15, sophomore, Henley Mathis. Number 24, sophomore, Reagan Talamo. And number 50, sophomore, Braylon Valenti. And now, tonight's starters, at number 12, sophomore, Alex Sanchez. Number 14, sophomore, Julia Hoflauer. And number 20, sophomore, Brent Travis. And number 30, sophomore, Ella Giselle. And at number 23, our senior, Kendall Daly. The Stickers are coached by Colby David and head coach Tim Wall.
Hello and welcome inside the Academy Student Center. We're about to see tip-off between the Redstickers and the Cavaliers. I'm Linley Denstel and I can't wait for the game. It seems to be freshman Yamira Brown and sophomore Ella Gisclair in the middle for tip-off. And the Cavaliers get possession. As we said in pregame, the Cavaliers are currently 13-8, while the Redstickers are on a 17-game winning streak, putting them at 17-2. It's passed to Ella Gisclair, who's under the net, and puts the first points on the board of the game. The last time SJA and De La Salle played was in December of 2021, and that game was here at SJA. And for reference, things that were happening all the way back in December of 2021 were things like the MLB players were in a lockout, Spider-Man No Way Home, the movie, was the top box office movie, and Alabama beat Cincinnati and Georgia beat Michigan in the college football playoff, which Georgia would go on to defeat Alabama in the next month. So, a long time ago. Stickers are up 4-0. Kendall Daly finds Bryn Chapaton, who finds Adelaide Sanchez. Out of bounds, and looks like Julia Hausflower is going to throw it in for the Redstickers. And a shooting foul, giving Ella Gisclair 2 free throws. Ella steps up to the line. First one is good. Coach Waller using the opportunity to talk to his other offensive players on the court. And the second one is also good, putting the Redstickers up 6. And it looks like the freshman for the Cavaliers is going to get her to shooting free throw shots. Speaking of the Redstickers winning streak, if you've been keeping up with us, you know that Coach Waller has not washed his pants that he wears to every game. He has not washed them since the very first win of the season. And as we said, the Redstickers are on a 17-game winning streak. That means he has not washed his pants since November 24th, when the Stickers beat E.G. White in the Dunham Thanksgiving tournament. And for those of you who don't want to do the math, that it was 60 days ago. So those pants have not been washed in 60 days. But don't worry, we also asked assistant coach Colby David if he has any, pieces of clothing that he hasn't washed for, good luck. And he says no, he does wash all of his clothes after he wears them. So it's just Coach Waller and his wife. And it seems number 0 is going to be rewarded with another chance at the free throw line. She made her first 2 shots. Now 3 for 3. Yamira Brown prepares for her 4th free throw of the night. And it's also good, putting the score at SJ 6, De La Salle 4. Kendall Daly finds Joya Hostlauer. It gets to Ella Gisclair, who puts it up, making the score 8-4. And it's swatted by the freshman for De La Salle and put up. These Cavaliers are playing very tight defense on the Redstickers. However, the Redstickers are able to score once again. They seem to be putting up a lot of fast points, which is working very well in their favor. The Redstickers seem to be playing more of a man-to-man defense. Same thing with the Cavaliers. The ball is stolen, and it's put up again, tying the score at 10. And fight for the ball. It will be a jump ball. And it looks like freshman Evelyn Osborne goes in for sophomore Joya Hostlauer. And the Cavaliers did a couple switch outs of their own. We have a shoelace malfunction. Oh my goodness, they all have matching shoes again. That must be a basketball thing. I love it. It's so cute. Kendall Daly there with the defense. However, they are able to put up another goal, putting the Cavaliers in the lead for the first time in the game. And an excellent shot by Bryn Chabaton. Bryn Chabaton is our player spotlight tonight, as we mentioned in the pregame. She's actually a 2-sport athlete here at SJ. She plays volleyball and basketball. And like we said, we're going to get to talk to her later on at the end of the game. Kendall Daly finds Ella Gisclair, who finds Bryn Chabaton. It's passed around the court. Raylan Valenti now in the game. And Kendall Daly is fouled as she goes up for a shot. She will now get a chance at the free throw line. First one no good, but no fret. She has another one. Little rotation happening with the Cavaliers. She's tripped up there. And number 4, Don Shy Lewis is going to throw it in. Good try with that pass there by Kendall Daly to Ella Claire. However, I think it took a funny bounce that they weren't expecting. And now number 5 for the Cavaliers is going to take it down the court. Another shooting foul against Kendall Daly. She will have redemption here at the free throw line. De La Salle now has 4 fouls and SJA has 3. De La Salle is close to being put into the bonus. And it's good by Kendall Daly. Looks like freshman Emma Wilson will take Bryn Chapaton's place. Currently in for the Redstickers are sophomore Braylon Valenti, sophomore Adelaide Sanchez, freshman Evelyn Brown, freshman Emma Wilson, and senior Kendall Daly. And it's in the hands of Kendall Daly. And it's stolen by a Cavalier. I will say, this game, there seems to be a lot more defense happening in the middle of the court than I would say we found in our other games. There seems to be a lot of passes that are being intercepted that I think we haven't seen so much in the game so far. SJA calls a timeout. Good reason. If you're wondering where my partner Ava Teveno is, well, she is at the Louisiana Thespian Festival, which is today and tomorrow in Natchitoches. It is a conference for high school theater programs statewide. They're going to compete and perform various plays and musicals, as well as have workshops for all aspects of theater, not just acting, but also, the choreography, the singing, the behind-the-scenes stuff. And Ava is part of the theater program here at SJA, the Black Box. And the Black Box musical this year is Pippin. So stay tuned for student preview, which I believe is going to be in mid-March. I know that they've already started rehearsals on it. I know the girls are very excited. I'm excited to see it. The musicals are always great. But that's where she is. And we miss her dearly, but we send her our love in Natchitoches. Braylon Valenti puts it up, and it's fouled as she goes up. She as well will get 2 free throws. And I believe that puts SJA in the bonus. This seems very early in the game for them to already be in the bonus. Those free throws make the score. De La Salle 16, SJA 15. I think you can tell how intense this game is by watching the game, watching the players, how intense they are on defense, how much they all want the ball, how much they're fighting for the ball. And you can also tell by the fact that SJA is already in the bonus, and there's a minute 35 left in the first quarter. And I know SJA has 3 fouls, I believe, so both teams are playing with intensity. SJA now takes the lead back. And I believe it went out of bounds. See, this intense man-to-man defense, it's just making the Redstickers have to fight extra hard to even get their ball down to their side of the court. And that intensity, I think, is what's making it so difficult for the Redstickers, obviously, to score. And that's why they're in the bonus, is because of that intense defense. I wonder if later on in the game, a steal. That was really unfortunate. I wonder if later on in the game, if that intense defense is going to get sloppy as the girls get tired. I hope not. However, the more free throws we get, the better. Kendall Daly ready. Air ball there. Braylon Valenti has it. Passes it to Emma Wilson, who takes it down the court. Charges towards the goal in the hands of Adelaide Sanchez. It's passed around. Kendall Daly communicating with her teammate. And traveling was called there. Ooh. And it seems like a technical foul was just called against sophomore Braylon Valenti. Interesting. She's coming out the game. Now in the game is sophomore Kinley Massett. With that technical penalty, freshman Yamira Brown is going to get her first free throw, which she misses. And she'll get her second unguarded free throw. Both head coaches taking this time to regroup with their team. Her second one is good, putting the Cavaliers up 19-17. They have 5 fouls. SJ has 4. Excellent defense right there, fighting for the ball. It's in the hands of Emma Wilson, who passes it into Evelyn Osborne, who finds Kendall Daly. And with just seconds left, takes a 3, unfortunately misses. However, that is our first quarter. If you're interested in what may be going on at SJA, yesterday was career day and job shadow. So people in grades 9 through 10 attended career day presentations here at school. I believe they had guest speakers here in the gym, and then they were able to go into classrooms and listen to people in different professions talk about, their profession. So there was business, marketing, psychology, veterinarians, things like that. And then grades 11 through 12, they shadowed different people in actual fields. So what you had to do a couple months ago is you would reach out to someone in a profession. So let's say you wanted to job shadow a pediatrician. You would reach out to them and you would schedule for you to job shadow them yesterday. And you would go and you'd shadow them for about 6 hours. And I know everyone I've talked to, they've had a great time. I'm looking forward to mine. Mine is actually next Thursday. I'm having a special opportunity, but I'm really excited. But Job Shadow is actually a new experience for everyone on campus because last year's career day and Job Shadow was canceled due to the snow, which was quite interesting and ironic given the timing. I remember I was supposed to go down to a news station here in Baton Rouge, WBRZ, and it got canceled because it started snowing. So school, I think, was canceled the whole week. And I think it's ironic because Monday, school has also been canceled. So please do not come to school on Monday if you go to SJA. In addition to those events, today was the January Fun Day here at SJA. So one Friday every month is a fun day, and this month's theme was January, a play on the word January, of course. And so if you came to school, you got to see a bunch of people decked out in their denim. I know I wore some jeans and a cute jean jacket, and it was a lot of fun. The ball is passed out of bounds to the Redsticker bench. Number 20, Bryn Chabaton passes it. Elegance Claire finds Adelaide Sanchez. It's passed around a lot. The score is now 23-19. 6 minutes left to go in the half. The night, putting the Cavaliers up 7. Massa with the rebound, and she is fouled. She will get 2 free throws. Both free throws good, putting the score 26-21. Tight man-to-man defense. Rebound by number 2. It's put up by number 12, Kinley Nassett with the rebound. It's passed to number 2, Evelyn Osborne, who puts it up. Stickers now only down by 3. Adelaide Sanchez comes out. Off the fingertips of Kendall Daly. It's put up again by freshman Yamira Brown for the Cavaliers. She's doing very well tonight. Kendall Daly makes another free throw, making the score 28-25. A little over 4 minutes left. And number 5 loses control in the pass from number 15. Or maybe it was knocked out by an SJ player. Jump ball right there. Bryn Chapaton finds Kinley Massett. Takes the three and makes it, tying the game. What a good shot. Hopefully the Stickers can keep that intensity and keep that momentum for the rest of the half. He is called against Kinley Massett for pushing. There's now 7 fouls against De La Salle and 5 against SJA. Of our Redstickers from across all grade levels have been in Washington, D.C. all week participating in the March for Life. I know a couple of my friends that are on it, and they said that they're having a blast. I know it's cold up there, but they are loving their experience. So we've been keeping them in our prayers, and I hope they're still doing well. There's 3:24 left to go in the second quarter. Score is tied 28-28. The rim and in the hands of Elegant's player, who passes down the court to Kendall Daly. As Ella goes up for the shot, she is fouled, giving her 2 free throw opportunities. We love to see it. some communicating between the refs. What is happening? A substitution. Number 0, the freshman for the Cavaliers, is coming out of the game. And sophomore Joya Hosslauer goes in for freshman Evelyn Osborne for the Redstickers. And the second one is good, putting the Redstickers up 30-28. It's taken down the court by number 3 for the Cavaliers. She's a sophomore. Number 5 takes a shot. It's no good in the hands of Bryn Chapaton, who finds Kendall Daly. Put up by Julia Hosslauer, putting the Redstickers up by 4, making the score 32-28. And it seems to be a foul against Julia Hosslauer. If you look to the sidelines, it looks like number 0 for the Cavaliers is going to see our athletic trainer. I believe she may have hit her head on the floor during one of the jump balls. That's not good. We'll keep her in our prayers. There are smooth handoffs happening between the Cavaliers here. However, the SJA defense seems to be picking up on them pretty well and following the ball. Stickers now on offense. "45 seconds left to go in the half. Let's see what the Cavaliers do and what the Stickers can make happen in these last seconds. It's overthrown. Emma Wilson goes in for Julia Hosslauer. It's going to be thrown in by a Lady Cavalier. She seems to kind of be holding on to the ball, which I guess she's trying to run timeout, but you are down by 4 before the half. Maybe they're trying to run the timeout now so they can regroup at halftime. However, the Redstickers are doing a great job with their defense, keeping them out of the paint. And a shooting foul with 0.2 seconds left. Wow. That's quite unfortunate. That foul was against Ella Gisclair, I believe. And now number 3, Saya Chester, a sophomore for the Cavaliers, will get 2 shots. that's it for the first half here. The Redstickers lead 32-28. Pretty close game, very high intensity. And in a moment here, we're going to hear from our head coach, Tim Waller. Hi, Coach.
Hey, ladies, how y'all doing? What's up? Thank y'all for being here.
Yes, of course. Okay, so your last game against Springfield seemed to be one of the higher scoring games this season, and De La Salle is doing pretty well offensively. So going into this game, did you have a different defense approach going into the first half?
No, not necessarily. Coach Mosley does a really good job with his team. Their dribble penetration is putting a lot of pressure on us. We worked a little bit in practice this week about just being able to guard the ball and keep it out the paint. But they're challenging us on that. But I feel confident in our players that we can step up to the challenge. We just got to we got to sit down. We got to move our feet and beat players in a red jersey to the spot.
Yes, very well said.
Yes.
There seems to be a lot of intensity between both sides in the game. So what changes are you hoping to make with your team at halftime?
Really just kind of embracing the moment. The officials in their pregame meeting said they were happy to be here because they were approaching this like a playoff game. And I've kind of gave my players that same sort of feeling as well in the locker room in our pregame talk. They're 14-7, we're 17-2. So we're both kind of battling here and jockeying for position in the power rankings. So again, De La Salle is a really good basketball team. Coach Mosley has done an excellent job with that group for many, many years. So I knew we were going to have a fight, so to speak, a tough game in our hand. But again, all we got to do is play sticker basketball, the SJ way, and keep our heads in it. We lost our cool a little bit and got it technical, but look, I can live with that to some degree because that means we care. We want it, but we just got to play a little smarter there.
Yes, I agree. Okay, good luck, Coach.
Great, thank you, ladies. Stick the business.
All right. In a moment here, I believe we're going to get to see a great performance from our SJA cheerleaders. They actually will be competing at Nationals next weekend, so stay tuned for that. And they're going to be hosting a red and white night on Monday at 4:45 p.m., weather allowed. So I can't wait to see their performance here. Okay, awesome. All right, we're going to go ahead and throw it to a break here at halftime. We'll see you after that. back. Like I said before the break, those lovely performers for us were the SJA cheerleaders, who, along with the SJA Redstickers, will be competing at nationals that are at the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex at Walt Disney World in Lake Buena Vista, Florida. And cheer's going to compete January 30th and 31st. And they're hosting a red and white night on Monday at 4:45. This is open to girls in grades 6 through 8 to come watch performances and meet and greet with the cheerleaders and dancers. It's also open for fans and students to come and watch and celebrate the seniors on both the cheer team and the Redstickers. So definitely go check that out. We love our cheerleaders and Redstickers. We love all that they do, and we wish them the best of luck at nationals when they compete. And they're off. Coach Waller mentioned in his interview that the Redstickers have been prepping for this game all week because they knew how aggressive and intense this game was going to be. Three-pointer right there. Excellent shot. Both teams they're great teams, and they are playing for PowerPoints to help them in standings. Both are working for playoff positions, so this game is very important, and so is the point value that each team gets. So all of these factors are just adding to that intensity that these teams already play with. And a shooting foul against Kendall Daly. Number 2, Abria Fry, senior for the Cavaliers, is going to take her shots. First is no good. That is 2 fouls for the Redstickers, and we haven't even been playing for a minute, so hopefully they clean that up real fast. Second is also no good. Cavaliers pass it around. Ooh. Kendall Daly is knocked down, tripped up there. However, that counted as a foul against her, making it 3 fouls for the Redstickers. In comparison, De La Salle has 0 fouls. However, we have only been playing for a minute, and the ball has been on their side of the court for most of the time. It's passed to Kendall Daly, who passes it out to Bridge Chapaton. It's passed around. And now Kendall Daly, the tables have turned, and she will now get to take some free throws. And it's good. It seems that number 0 for the Cavaliers is back in the game. So if it was her, which I believe it was, that hit her head, she is doing better. No worries. And the second one is also good, putting the Redstickers up by 9. They're on fire right now. They came out ready to play. We mentioned this in pregame, but the Cavaliers are very, very good at getting rebounds. Whether they are the ones that have shot the ball or they're trying to play defense, they are very good at finding and reading where the ball is going to end up. And that is what is helping them a lot in this game, I feel like. However, the Redstickers, they are making a lot of the shots they're taking, so there are less of those rebound opportunities whenever the Cavaliers are on defense. It's swatted. Looks like Braylon Valenti and Evelyn Osborne will go in for Julia Hauslauer and Kendall Daly. And Madeline Campbell is going to go in for Ella Gisclair. Excellent three-pointer right there. And now Bryn Chapaton's going to throw it in. Lots of passing here by the Redstickers. Madeline Campbell gets the rebound. Good passes. Bryn Chapaton takes it down the court. Who tries to find Evelyn Osborne, however, the pass does go out of bounds. Ella Gisclair goes in for Adelaide Sanchez. Currently on the court for the Redstickers are 1 freshman, 3 sophomores, and 1 junior. And it's going to be White's ball. Madeline Campbell is open for that pass. Ooh. Evelyn Osborne is fouled. If you're interested in other athletic-related news here at SJA, the gymnastic team is currently practicing and getting ready for their season. Their first meet is March 7th. And tennis starts their season on Thursday. They play Mount Carmel at 4:20 p.m. at the Lamar Tennis Center in Baton Rouge. And they are actually the 2025 state champions, so they're looking to defend that title this season. It's put up by Bryn Chapaton, putting the score 45-30. Far cry from tied right before halftime. The Redstickers seem to be playing very smart on offense, finding each other, getting open, and really trying to tire out this Cavalier defense. Ella Gisclair gets the rebound, puts it up. Bryn Chapaton gets the rebound and puts it up. Seems the Redstickers have also improved at getting the rebounds, which is very necessary whenever your opponent is excellent at getting rebounds. Emma Wilson goes in for Bryn Chapaton. And a shooting foul, a push by Evelyn Osborne. Number 3, Saya Chester, sophomore for the Cavaliers, is going to get her shots. The SJA soccer team is actually competing right now against Sacred Heart at the Burbank Soccer Complex. They are currently ranked number 1 in Division 1, and their season is almost coming to an end. Their final regular season game is next Friday, January 30th at 6 p.m. against St. Thomas More at Burbank Soccer Complex. So go check out one of the last SJA soccer games of the season. Braylon Valenti gets the ball. It's passed to Nyland Campbell, who makes it, putting the score 47-32. Evelyn Osborne with a 2-pointer as well. Very quick points by the Redstickers. You can see from the Redsticker bench, the energy is high. Everyone was happy and proud of each other. Energy is radiating off of each other, and hopefully that continues to show on the court for the rest of the game. We are currently in a 60-second timeout. So let's hear from some of our other sports here at SJA. The bowling team competed yesterday against French Settlement. They will compete in their next match on Monday against Central at 3:10 at All-Star Lanes here in Baton Rouge, weather permitting. And it's kind of weird to say for bowling, but hey, you have to consider transportation and such. Senior Ava Doucette bowled a 227 high game, and senior Molly Milligan bowled a 185, while freshman Emma Toulier bowled a 169 in her debut. So excellent in the lanes, ladies. Speaking of yesterday, SJA Powerlifting Invitational was yesterday in this very building. And Kaylee Hollis, a senior, and Lucy O'Brien, a sophomore, both got PRs. Kaylee Hollis with a deadlift, 315 pounds, and Lucy O'Brien squat of 200 pounds in a 95 weight class. Wow, those are very impressive accomplishments, ladies. We love to see that sticker strength. .141 left to go in the third quarter here. Senior for the Cavaliers, number 4, takes down the court. Braylon Valenti finds Emma Wilson, who is very open. Number 15 runs smack dab into Evelyn Osborne. I believe that was a charge. Or maybe not. Seems to be some convening between the refs. Oh. Number 15 is going to get some free throws. I guess it was not a charge. Hey, if you have nothing to do tomorrow at 10:30 a.m., go check out the SJA Indoor Track and Field. They compete tomorrow at the Carl Maddox Fieldhouse at LSU, and they start at 10:30, but I'm pretty sure they go basically all day. So if you find yourself by the Carl Maddox Fieldhouse at LSU anytime after 10:30, maybe check that out. It's stolen and in the hands of number 5 for the Cavaliers. And foul against Braylon Valenti. Ella Gisler is going to come out. Looks like she has a bloody nose. Yes, she does have a bloody nose. Hopefully she's getting some medical care by our amazing athletic trainer, Coach Mack. Kinley Massett's going in. Prayers for Ella. I'm sure she's fine. She's one tough cookie. De La Salle is now in the bonus. And her second one is good, making the score 49-33. 30 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Kinley Massett. They find Braylon Valenti under the goal, putting the score 51-33. First one is no good. And that's the end of the third quarter here at SJA. Just a reminder, future stickers, your acceptance letters, there'll be a big red envelope. They will be mailed out on February 2nd. That's coming up, so keep a lookout in your mailbox. And current Redstickers, if you are interested in buying a brick here at SJA, please do so. These bricks honor students, alumni, faculty, staff members, or anyone special, and they are placed around our 5 student commons here at SJA. They cost $100, and that contributes to the Endowed Scholarship Program for tuition assistance. If you would like to purchase a brick, they can be purchased at sjabricks.org. And these can be purchased by February 20th, and will be completed and installed in time for the class of 2026 senior walk on April 29th. Wow, that's crazy. I'm a senior, and my senior walk is in 96 days from today. That's actually crazy. And I actually did just buy my brick. Or actually, my parents surprised me, and they gifted me with a brick. And so I got to finalize and put what I wanted to be on it. I believe I put my full name in, and obviously class of 2026. So I can't wait to see it at the end of senior walk. some stats for us. The leading scorers for the Redstickers going into tonight's game are Evelyn Osborne with 8.8 points per game average. She's a freshman. And Ella Claire, sophomore, with 7.8 points per game average. And Adelaide Sanchez, also a sophomore, with 6.8 points per game average. And our leading rebounders, which has come into a lot of assistance in this game with high rebound percentages, is Braylon Valenti, sophomore, with 4.8 rebounds per game, Kendall Daly, senior, 2.8 rebounds per game, and Evelyn Osborne, freshman, with 2.1 rebounds per game average. And the team as a whole, their field goal percentage is about 40.9%, while their free throw percentage is 65.3%, which we've talked about that many times before. They excel at their free throws. So I'm not surprised by 65. If anything, I would expect it to be even higher, which maybe after tonight's game it will be. Currently in for the Redstickers are number 20, Bryn Chapaton, number 2, Evelyn Osborne, number 12, Adelaide Sanchez, number 15, Kinley Massett, and number 23, Kendall Daly. I believe Kendall Daly and number 14, Julia Hosslauer, both have 3 fouls this half. So they are in a little bit of foul trouble, but there seem to not be nearly as many fouls as there were in the first couple minutes of the half. And the shooting foul there, I believe, against number 15, Kinley Massett. Senior Don Shai Lewis, number 4 for the Cavaliers, is going to take a step up to the free throw line. Score now 51-35. Evelyn Osborne finds Kinley Massett, who finds Bryn Chapaton, who takes it down the court. Fight for the ball down there on the ground. Now in the hands. I think that was a foul against number 5 for the Cavaliers. I may be mistaken. Refs call the ball out on SJA. However, the SJA bench and coaching staff don't seem to agree with that call. Speaking of, I believe the technical was actually on head coach Tim Waller. I believe I said it was on a player, but it actually was on Coach Waller. pass around the court. And stolen by number 4 for the Cavaliers. I missed what that call was. Almost intercepted by Kendall Daly there. Number 15 for the Cavaliers, looking to throw it in. A three-pointer made there. Now Bryn Chapaton's going to pass it around in the hands of Evelyn Osborne. Evelyn has 2 steals on the game, I believe, and she's a very good ball handler. You can see when she takes the ball down or she is surrounded by defenders, she is very meticulous and skilled in the way she handles the ball and looks for people to pass to. You can see it there. Excellent pass. And number 0 from the Cavaliers with the rebound. However, Evelyn Osborne is right there to try to intercept that pass again. However, now number 4 is going to throw it in for the Cavaliers. I believe that last shot made by Ella Gisper was her first missed three-pointer, so, of the game. So what a note. Okay, seems to be a foul for holding. Excellent shot there, putting the Redstickers up by 15. If you didn't know, next week, January 25th through 31st, is Catholic Schools Week, and the theme is Catholic Schools United in Faith and Community. And SJ is currently hosting a collection drive for Catholic charities of Baton Rouge in the days leading up to Catholic Schools Week. And I believe we've already mentioned this. However, 10 SJ seniors have been selected by faculty and staff to represent SJ at the Diocesan Catholic Schools Mass, which is going to be held at St. Joseph's Cathedral in downtown Baton Rouge. And actually, I'm one of the seniors that's getting the opportunity to go to this Mass, which I'm actually very excited for. And maybe I can tell you all about it on our next broadcast, which is going to be next Friday, January 30th. So tune in to hear about that. I'm really excited. Four minutes left to go in this fourth quarter. Again, there seems to be a lot of discussing happening between the refs. It's important for these refs to be very attentive during these high-intensity games between very good teams. And it's okay that they talk a little bit to ensure that everything's fair. Bryn Chapaton gets it at the very end of the court. And we see some substitutions. Braylon Valenti and Emma Wilson go in for Adelaide Sanchez and Bryn Chapaton for the Redstickers. Seems to be a foul on number 0 for the Cavaliers. Her third foul. The Redstickers still have 3 fouls. No, excuse me, 4 fouls. And De La Salle has 3. Second one from Emma Wilson is good, making the score 60-39. And SJA, I believe, is in the bonus. About 3 minutes left in this game. And a layup there by the Cavaliers. Kendall Daly comes out the game. Braylon Valenti Noen. Braylon Valenti, Bryn Chapaton, Emma Wilson, Evelyn Osborne, and Ella Gitzclair are in for the Redstickers. 2 freshmen and 3 sophomores, might I add. It's intercepted and passed. Attempted pass from Ella Gitzclair to Braylon Valenti, however, ended up in the hands of number 15 for the Cavaliers, to Maya Cole. Ooh. And a shooting foul there on Bryn Chapaton, I believe. I mentioned this briefly earlier, but SJA will be closed on Monday out of an abundance of caution for the cold and icy weather we are anticipating. As of now, the forecast is getting into the low 20s to the upper teens with a 90% chance of precipitation of some sort on Sunday. You can stay tuned to SJA social media for the latest updates regarding school operations. You can check out the Facebook page at St. Joseph's Academy BR, Saint is ST, or the Instagram at SJA Baton Rouge. Students, you should also contact your teachers or stay on the lookout for anything they might have to say about homework you might have. And for all you listeners, if you do have to drive on Sunday or Monday, please be careful because of the road conditions. They may be hazardous. So we just wish that you be careful while we were out there. Less than a minute left to go. Braylon Valenti puts it up, putting the Stickers up 20 points. 90 seconds to go. The layup is good. For all of our lovely listeners, the next game the SJA Redstickers are competing in is Wednesday, January 28th against Geo Next Generation at 6:30 p.m. And the next broadcast is next Friday, January 30th against Woodlawn. That's actually going to be our first district game of the season. So check that out at 6:30 as well. Bryn Chapaton at the free throw line. We're going to get to hear from Bryn after the game. And that makes the score 65-46. If you would have told me with like 2 minutes left to go before halftime in this game that the Redstickers would now be up by almost 20, I don't know if I would have believed you. But the Redstickers came out hot in the second half. And I think they really just started to out-energize, outrun, outshoot the Cavaliers. And that's really what's been able to put them so ahead and make them break away with this win. Free throw was good. Both teams are in the bonus, which again ties back to that high intensity that we've seen the entire game. Great ball handling there by Evelyn Osborne, who passes to Braylon Valenti. The Redstickers trying to hold the ball, run the timeout. Emma Wilson with the pass. And it's swatted by number 5, Remy Evans, a sophomore for the Cavaliers. The clock is now stopped at 28.2 seconds left to go. After the game, please stay tuned for our 2 interviews, Coach Waller, of course, and like I said, Bryn Chapaton. I can't wait to hear from them. Looks like it's going to be a foul for holding on number 5 for the Cavaliers. We're going to get a 1-and-1 here. Second one is good. Clock is winding down. 15 seconds left to go. In the hands of Braylon Valenti, who passes it. It's in the hands of Evelyn Osborne, who's going to take her sweet time holding it until the clock runs out. And that's it, everyone. Final score, Redstickers 66, De La Salle Cavaliers 48. Thank you for tuning in, and please stay tuned for our post-game interviews. All right, we're getting Coach Waller mic'd up here. Hi, Coach.
Ladies, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hey, how y'all doing?
We're doing great. Congrats on your win.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
What do you think changed that allowed y'all to do so well and break away in the second half?
Honestly, it started in practice yesterday. We were very competitive. We were working on playing against pressure, working on playing against physical contact. So a lot of that transferred into this game today. Like I said at halftime, that is a really, really great basketball team. They're not 14-7 for nothing. And so we had to play and scratch and crawl for 32 minutes to come out tonight with victory. So I'm really super proud of my players and hanging in there and battling throughout the particular game.
Yes, and on that, we can see visibly on the court when they're playing. You can see the intensity and the work ethic from your girls. What can you say specifically on that?
Look, that's the credit is all of them. Sometimes I'm the big bad wolf in practice. They don't always like to hear or say what I have to tell them. Because they think I'm just over coaching or being the bad coach, so to speak. And that it's the tough love. And I've been doing this for 20 plus years, and I remind them and tell them how much I love them. But and at the end of the day, what we're doing is going to help us have success out here on the court like we did tonight.
Yes. Last question. Do you have any specific notes or things that you may want to work on extra as the season progresses to really focus on?
Really, again, just going back to be able to guard the ball, the dribble penetration. Denstel did a great job of that. Their guards are fantastic. They're so quick, they're so smooth, and they know how to use their body to get themselves into the paint. So that's something I'll take some time on and watch film. I mean, I got all day Monday to do it, right?
Yes.
We don't have any school, so
yes.
I'll be sitting on the couch and watching film and trying to find ways to help us get better on the defensive end. But look, credit again to them. Really good basketball team and really challenged us tonight. But I'm super proud of our basketball team and we were able to finish that game.
Thank you so much, Coach Waller.
Thank you, ladies. Appreciate y'all being here. Y'all stay warm. Stick to greatness.
All right, now we're going to hear from sophomore Bryn Chapaton.
Thank you.
Step up here to the celebrity.
Hi, Bryn.
Hi.
How are you feeling?
Feeling good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Okay, so this is a very high-intensity game. We talked about that a lot. So what goes through your mind specifically during these high-intensity games?
When I step out on the court, I just start thinking like how I can be an asset for my team, whether that's scoring, defense, passing. I just think that and how we can stay calm and really just deliver and play like I know we can, like a good, strong team like we are.
Awesome. Do you have a special approach to games pregame, and does that approach change at halftime or throughout the game?
I like to listen to a certain song to get me in the mood for my game, like to stretch, hang out with my team, have a good pregame meal, and that just really gets me in the mindset and ready to play before the game.
Yes, we love a pregame ritual. Okay, congrats on the win, Bryn. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. That's it for our lovely game against the SJ Redstickers and the Cavaliers. Thank you so much for tuning in. I've been Linley Denstel, and I can't wait to see y'all next Friday. And I would also like to give my credits before I clock out to our national anthem singer, which was Grace Burris, the pregame prayer that was led by sophomore Braylon Valenti, and our broadcast credits. On camera was Cameron Frost. On graphics was Paige Roscoe. On stats was Marie Henderson. And our producer was Mr. Taylor Martinez. So thank you all for making this broadcast possible. Also, thank you to all our listeners and viewers for also making it possible. We greatly appreciate y'all. Stay warm this weekend and have a great rest of your day. This has been a presentation of the Academy Athletics Network.